Morning ladies and gents. Today's a little video to show the new sample of the tallow based soap from Sharon Baxter's Nanny's Silly Soaps. This is the little sample that I've received. As the camera focuses you can see. So it's called the Beef, the lemon, basil and mandarin scented tallow based soap. Lovely little sample pots by the way. You can see just a very clean white soap. The camera's struggling to focus in this light. As you can see, or not, as the case may be. There we go, white soap. Very fresh scent, very fresh indeed. Lemon is obviously the strongest smell. Mandarin coming through, and the basil gives it that nice savoury aspect just to balance it out. Very nice indeed. Now, to run a fair comparison for Sharon, I'm going to be comparing it with the Signature range, and this is the Moroccan Sands. I believe it's entirely vegetarian, or vegan should I say, sorry, looking at the ingredients list. Yeah, pretty sure that's all vegan, whereas this one with beef tallow is not. Now, the point of this one is just to see if the lathering is as good, if the performance overall is good. Now, pretty sure they will be, because this is amazing. I see no reason to think this will be anything less. So, onto the brushes today. It's my first use of my two new Cadmans, yes. 26mm badger knots, so if I can get them up the right way. Custom designed, one for me and one for my dad. No badger funk, nothing to speak of. Now they've been soaking for a few minutes, just to get them nice and ready. Now, shaving room bowl. Blooming light is awful on this video, I do apologise people. Shaving room bowl. Now I'm going to be using this for the new soap sample, the Beef, because it's quite a small pot and get a brush in is going to be difficult. There we go. Focusing is awful. Sorry about that. Now, so yeah, beef tallow soap sample in the bowl. I'm going to try best replicate that with the Moroccan Sands Signature range as well. I'll probably face lather that one. End of the day, it doesn't really matter too much because they're all going to be built on the face. So hopefully we're all having a good day so far. Me, I'm just getting ready to go to the bank and do the usual pay the bills. I'm just going to take a little sample of the soap out of the top, also the pot, and apply that to the bowl and start building it on the face momentarily. So when I like to take a sample, I like to just press it down into the bowl a little bit, you know, so it doesn't float around and do its thing elsewhere. So for the sample, I'm going to use my dad's brush. That's my dad, God rest him. This was a memorial piece for him, but that's for another video. So yeah, I'm just going to start building up a bit of a lather in the bowl for application to the face. Now I can see straight away that's building really easily, stupidly easy, as expected, and the Signature range builds super fast as well. No drama there. So in terms of building a quick lather in the bowl, that is so easy. You can see it building nicely in the brush there. And I'm going to add a few drops of water. In fact, I'm going to bowl lather this one. I may bowl lather the other one tomorrow to show you how I bowl lather that. But this is building up to be quite a nice lather. I mean, you can smell the lemon and certainly the mandarin in the bowl as well. That's the one thing I love about Sharon soaps. They build such a wonderful scent which, let's face it, if you don't like the scent of soap, you're not going to enjoy the shave anywhere near as much as you would as if you had a fantastic scent to start with. And we know scent isn't the most important aspect of a shave, but it's certainly the most personal aspect of a shave. So it's important to get that right. So what we've got here is a brush literally full of lather. Okay, so that's going to be my simulated sort of load from a pot. So I'm going to add some water to this momentarily. In fact, I may not need to, because it's actually quite wet as it is. It's very thick lather. Just what I like from tallow. And you can always guarantee absolutely shed loads of cushion with a tallow soap. Whether or not it is because the fat does a nice amount of cushion is another story. Anyway, so Moroccan Sands signature range for the other half of my boat race. Thoroughly enjoy this soap. Scent is exquisite. I mean, it's one of those ones that really gets under your skin. Love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. Sharon, if you stop making it, I won't be a happy bunny. I'm going to touch more water to my brush. Same thing, just my signature on the base. Same 26mm badger knot. I'm just going to start loading in the pot. Incidentally, that's the one tiny criticism I could find for Sharon soaps is that the pots are perhaps a little too small for me to load a brush for face lathering. It's not to say they're too small overall, because they're not. They're okay, but as you can see, it's quite a lot of overspill. I would prefer a slightly wider pot myself, but that's absolutely no criticism of the soap at all. It's a fantastic soap. Okay, so loaded a decent amount into the brush. Wipe the old hands off a little bit here. So I'll proceed to build a bit of a lather with this one on this side. And as you can see, builds really nice as well. Nice and thick. Now I haven't got an awful lot of stubble to shave off because I'm a daily shaver. And just for this first pass, I'm going to use my Razor Rock Bazooka with a Gillette 7 o'clock yellow. It's its third day. Yesterday was a shave with this amazing, look at that lather there, look at it, stacks of it in the brush there still, from the Moroccan Sands. As nice as they smell, soap doesn't taste very nice at all. So, the Razor Rock, beastly handle, very beastly handle. Adds a nice amount of weight to any razor really. I've tried various heads on it, but come back to this one because it's just the right amount of aggression. So I'm going to give you a first pass with both soaps. Now first of all, the control soap. Now I'm not used to shaving the left side of my face first, but who cares. Yep, I caught myself a tiny bit, did that yesterday as well. Probably should be a bit more careful in that area. Now, interestingly, dominant scent here, I notice, is the lemon You probably noticed my change of direction now. I've got funky directional growth. But yeah, the lemon scent is dominant over the Moroccan sands, which is fantastic in itself. So that was nice and smooth, drama free, apart from where I have a little mole that I do catch regularly. Yeah, no problem with glide, plenty of cushion, can't fault that there at all. So onto the beef side. Instantly feels slicker. Again, plenty of cushion. Absolutely brilliant. Now, I wasn't expecting that much of a difference in glide, but there really is. It's quite noticeable. I mean, I will say that I've always found tallow soaps to give me more anyway, but I've never really felt that the Moroccan sands in the signature range was lacking, but this is packed. Absolutely packed. So yeah, there we go. First pass complete. Just going to give it a bit of a wipe off with my folded up gym towel. There we go. So, with one pass completed, I know it's only one pass, but initial impressions count for me. So we've got plenty of glide. Plenty of glide. One of my most important factors. Plenty of cushion against the blade that is really sharp and can do some damage if you let it. Scent is fantastic. Very, very good indeed. So I'm going to go and finish off the shave with the beef, and I will see you shortly. Welcome to part 2 of day 1 of the testing of the beef from Nanny's Silly Soaps. This is the lemon Basil Mandarin, as I'm sure you remember from part 1. Now, this is post-shave, so I'm going to start with the post-shave. Brilliant. Up there with the best in my opinion. No dryness, no tightness, no greasy feeling, no clogged feeling at all. And this is what, 3 hours after the first shave-ish with the beef. Now, for me, it's the most important bit, and it is probably my biggest factor when deciding to buy a soap or to not buy a soap. I know it varies for everyone, but for me this works really, really well. Probably better than the signature line soaps that Sharon makes, but that's not to say they're bad, just this is better. So yeah, absolute top marks for that on day 1. The soap itself, in the scent, really nice lemony scent. The mandarin is sort of like the secondary scent, and the basil is there as a mixer, kind of like your dry ginger ale in a Scotch and dry, or your tonic in a gin. It's there, just lets you know it's there. Now, glide, as I'm sure you heard in part 1, spot on. I was genuinely surprised at how much there was in comparison to the signature line soap. I mean, the signature line is a very good soap in that sense, but this is better again. Think of it as the signature line on steroids. You've got the cushion. Tallow soaps for me have always had good cushion, right from the cheapest sort of £1 sticks up to the top end of your expenditure range, and this is no different. You've got stacks and stacks of cushion, so yeah, brilliant. And yeah, all in all, a very good first shave. Now, if you can get this, Sharon, with the Moroccan sands, I'll buy as much of it as you can produce, basically. It's great. The scent on this is really nice, and it's one my wife likes. she does like it. She said she prefers the Moroccan sounds, and indeed I dare say there's lots of others in the range that she would like. So I'd like to see this with a good range of scents, which I'm sure you will do. Great scent. Really fresh and ideal for a summer's day, I'd say, this one. And I'm probably starting to waffle now, so I'm going to let you go and do what you're going to do. I'm going to go and pop this away. I'm going to start sipping on a nice cup of coffee, because everyone needs coffee in their life. And yeah, so day one, very, very good indeed. Look forward to day two, where I'm going to load the Badger brush with more soap, because I find that does absorb quite a lot. Not as much as my Omega Bore, but yeah, more soap needed for full 3 passes. Just had to load a little bit more to get the third and final pass out of it. But that's neither here nor there. That's not a fault of the product. That's my learning of a Badger brush, because it's my first use of one today. So, day one. Thank you for watching.